Hey Aquarius, welcome to your WLC Weekly Love Connections reading. This will be for those of you who are wanting to get insights with regards to your love connections. Alright? To all my subscribers, thank you for stopping by once again. Information about my personal readings and everything else about this channel will be in the description box below, including my website. The link is also down below. Alright Aquarius, let's go ahead and do your reading. What do we have for Aquarius in love for this week? Aquarius, please. Oops. You have a lot to say. Let's get this started then. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and Jupiter. In love. You have the Two of Swords, the Three of Coins, the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Coins, the Ace of Wands, the King of Wands, wow, Aquarius, the Five of Coins, the Knight of Cups, and the Star. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Swords, as well as underneath that, we have the Two of Coins and the Lovers. All right, Aquarius. Wow. Okay. So, Aquarius, I feel that this person that you're thinking about has always been thinking about you nonstop, whoever this is. This is someone who has set eyes on you from the moment you met until this very moment. And whatever has happened between the two of you, this is someone who always have that feeling that someday, somehow, this Aquarius will come back to them. There is that, you know, the ultimate, it's not a waiting game, but more so somebody who knows or who has faith that this is the connection that they need to have in their life. I don't know if that's even healthy, if they feel like they need this connection. But this is someone who knows that you need to be in their life. There could be some sort of obsessiveness on their part, but I do see that the intention of this person is more like, you know, they see you as a very crucial or important person to be with in this lifetime for some reason. For some reason, they know that this connection right here is pretty strong. The connection they have with you is pretty strong. Yeah, it's a deep connection. It could be that, you know, if you believe in past life, definitely there could have been some contract that you needed to address here, or that you need to complete in this lifetime, given the fact that both of you have met. Yeah. To start with, you know, when you first met this person, it could be that things were pretty amazing. The chemistry, the attraction was there. And it could also be, I'm also getting that if you have had a break with this person in back then or in your past, this is someone too who you may have kept in touch with. You may have initiated some form of you know, you reaching out to them, you talking to them, something like that. You are showing that a level, some level of interest on your side. You may have shown this person, yeah, a bit of that. But I feel, Aquarius, that the way you are dealing with this connection right now, you may be a little bit more strategic in the way you connect with this person, in the way you talk to them. For some reason, I am getting that you may even be doing the hot and cold kind of energy. Sometimes you're in, you talk to them, and then you pull back your energy. And that could be a way for you to balance the power out in this connection for some reason. But I do see that you are intently looking at this connection. You want this, you want to work things out, but there is a portion, or there is a part here in this connection that you want to balance things out. And I feel it's power. Yeah, who gets the higher power? I'm not sure if you are playing this, or this is something that needs, that could help you get into some form of decision making. You know, just wanting to see if this person is really in it to win it, or they're just here to play around. But I feel strongly that you are kind of testing this person right now. Yeah, you are strategically, with your strategic approach. The test is somehow more on your strategic approach, and that strategy is from the fact that you want to balance the power out here, especially that, you know, Aquarius, that this, you're dealing with someone who is willing to work for something that they want. Yeah, you know that at some point this person is also is very meticulous with their action. They plan things well in their life, and therefore I feel that this could be someone who has some level of comfort in their lifestyle right now, because they think, they plan before they move. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way I see it. And I feel that in terms of them being a solid partner or solid person to work with, that is not a problem for you. There is just one thing here, that maybe you may have felt that this person is a little bit fickle-minded. And therefore, you put this connection now into a stalemate, wanting to see who amongst the two of you is willing to give in. Yeah? Give in more into this connection. I do see that your person may feel that you may be, they can feel that at some point you have you care for them, you love them at some point, but they also know that you are not pretty much invested in terms of a proper commitment here. This person sees you as a non-committal type of person. Yeah. They see that you can be loving when you want to, you can be caring when you want to, but you don't want commitment. And I feel that that is something that sort of a deal breaker for your person. And they are pretty much clear about that now. Especially Aquarius, if you are playing this game, if you are testing, whoever, you know, this is general, so I'm just reading two sides here of the story. So pick your side. Whoever is the one playing here or strategically approaching the other party, know that the other party that you are dealing with is aware of that. Yeah. And I feel that this is also someone who is willing to stay out in the cold. Yeah. If they see that you are not willing to commit, that you are not willing to be more open, to be more vulnerable, if you stay detached, if you stay disconnected towards them, this is someone who would stay, who is willing and will manage. This is someone who is resolute in managing being out in the cold and living this connection as a stalemate. Because non-committal behavior is something of a deal breaker towards this person, no matter how much they love you, no matter how much this person loves you. But I do see, Aquarius, that you may be reaching out to this person. I do see that you would want to have a new beginning here with them. If not, this could very well be you just having a new beginning in life right now, with your other endeavors, job, career, perhaps. Yeah. But in a general sense, what I am getting is that it's a stalemate right now, but I do see an energy here of wanting to work things out. Perhaps this is the both of you getting into some sort of common interest that you are working on that could eventually lead to a fruitful and victorious beginning. Yeah. When you work with one another, it could even give more clarity as to where and what this connection is about for the both of you, as well as where this connection is heading towards. There's some form of clarity here that will be gathered. Yeah, perhaps in the next 4 weeks or so. But until then, you're dealing with someone who is going to try to be comfortable being out in the cold, unless they see that you are showing interest towards this connection. Yeah. But on your case, Aquarius, I feel that you are still wanting this, but I feel that there's just this leveling of power that you are trying to achieve here. Not sure if you're doing this mind game thing, but I do see that you may be feeling a little bit disadvantaged in this connection, and therefore you're seeing what's the best way to balance things out. What's the best way to balance things out with this person, yeah? Yeah. So that actually talks about self-awareness, being more aware of what we need, or possibly even overly critical of the connection, you know, in a relationship. There's really nothing that is perfect, but at some point, sometimes people would get into a relationship with some sort of a list that a relationship needs to be that, needs to be this. There's some form of ideal, yeah? And it feels like in this connection, it is being idealized. But the reality of it, of what this connection is really for the both of you, is not being highlighted. Because someone here may be thinking that, you know, in a relationship, it needs to be that. And you would also be thinking that, well, if you love me, you have to do this. So there is some form of idealism in what a relationship is. And those ideals may not be in sync with you, with both of you. Your ideal and theirs may not be in sync. Also, if someone here is pretty disappointed, there is a tendency on your side, to search out and see whether you can get that ideal, or rather more ideal relationship somewhere else. So there is also that kind of energy I'm getting. Yeah. Yeah. And you know, you need to know that these ideals are never really achieved, you know. They're not really achieved. You need to create your own reality, basically. What do you really want in a connection? This is where, yeah. Some connections, no matter how good they look, or no matter how much you try, that could also be, that's a factor. The idealistic view. It all comes down to timing. So that's their message for you, Aquarius. This itself could also mean that someone here has some sort of ego that they're trying to pamper or something. So how could you still love me after all I've done? There's some sort of ego at play here, I feel, in this connection. And there needs to have that balancing act in terms of the masculine and feminine energy here. And also, back then. Perhaps it did not work for the both of you because you may not be in the same, your phase in your life. Yeah, and therefore, this person is saying that how could you, it all comes down to timing, whatever this is. And I do see that they are hopeful that things can be worked out. But until then, until someone makes the decision to take that first step, and I feel it's gonna be you. It's gonna be you because the person that you're dealing with doesn't seem to be making any further move in this connection, at least for this reading. I feel that you need to get some sort of clarity into what you were trying to achieve here with the strategic steps that you are making. And once you make that decision, then action will follow. Your action will follow, yeah? That's the way I see it. And I hope that gives you insights, Aquarius. If not, do check out the other signs in your chart. I do have the other readings posted as well. And if this resonates, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this reading, and click on subscribe, as well as the notification bell, so that you'll be notified whenever I post new videos and when I go live. I also invite you guys to join me every Monday for the Gypsy Monday Night Tarot. I'll be reading for all signs live. Yeah, that's every Mondays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Before I forget, I'll get you some love, some advice. Yeah, advice cards for Aquarius, please. Passion and pleasure, savor your life. And I feel this is very much telling that sometimes it's not all mind games that works. Yeah. What tickles your fancy? What makes you passionate in this connection? What makes you happy? And focus on that rather than strategizing. Well, it's good to strategize every now and then, but at some point that needs to stop and do the actual steps and do the actual communication. That gives more clarity, because after all, you're dealing with another individual who is also capable of talking and feeling and being hurt, and also being happy with you, if that makes sense. So just pick your side, whichever you are in this reading right now, okay? And I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope this helps, and if this is where we part ways, thank you for stopping by.